Hello, I am back. I got my foundation, my brows done, my eye, I did cream, contour, and all that good stuff. Trying to, okay, so what I like to do after I do my concealer under my eyes and all that kind of nonsense, I like to take like a brush like this. And I like to take like the pink powder. This one's for Morphe. And I just like to brighten under the eyes like so. I just think it makes such a difference. I'm brightening. And then I put powder on my eyelids so that way my eyeshadow moves good, like goes on good, and so I set my eyes. Okay, so let's do one look. And I have no idea how this is, like I kind of have an idea, but I'm also just kind of having a good time and playing around. What else to do on a Saturday night but play in makeup and do a video, right? I mean, it sounds like a good time, right? Anyway, don't you hate that when your nose starts itching after you put your makeup on? Like, I just want to scratch my nose so bad, and I can't because I just did all my makeup. Oh my god. Oh, and it itches. Ooh, maybe this will help. Just tap, 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 tap. Damn it. It itches. Anyway, how's everybody Saturday evening going? Mine is fantastic. I worked, came home to these dogs behind me. Oh my god. Now that I'm a mess. Anywho's, as I was saying, so I have the Danessa Myers palette. It's like all browns, so I'm going to use that. And I also have the Milk Cosmetic, the Mary Jane palette, and also the Tasha Denona, I think it's the gold. Anyway, we're using all three. Why, you ask? Because I'm extra. And I like to be extra. Oh my gosh. My mirror, I cleaned it, and apparently I did not clean it good enough because it's like has stuff on it. I don't know. Alright. So that Danessa Myers palette, that's kind of cool because it has like pomade, like cream shadows mixed in. So I'm just taking like the creamy color. And it's a cream. And I am just kind of, putting it where I kind of want like highlights, like the corner of my eye and then like brow bone, just to kind of keep what I want, and then I'm going to go in. I'm going to use the cream products first on my eyes, and then I'm going to go into the into the powders. You know what I'm trying to say. Just because I kind of want to build. And I'll do one eye off camera and one eye on. Hopefully this looks good because I'm doing this one first. Oh. wouldn't that stink? Like, oh my gosh, here is an awesome eye look and on camera. And then after, you know, delete it. I'm just kind of building this up. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but this is neat. So this is the Danessa Myrick palette. I probably just blinded you with the mirror. But, so like, these are creams. And then those are the shadow, like, powder. Isn't that kind of cool? I thought it was cool. But I'm kind of a dork like that. Almost dropped a palette. That would have not been a good term. I got asked today by a client, like, oh, what's your favorite palettes? And she's like, well, how many do you have? And I was like, we don't talk about it. We just don't. We don't talk about it. And she's like, what, 40? And I'm I was like, probably more than that. Maybe more than that. Yes, more than that. Like, if we're honest, it's like, we don't talk about it. I just, you know, other people have other problems. I like makeup. There's nothing wrong. This is my therapy. This is therapy. So now I'm gonna go in, but that looks really good just with the creams. Don't I dig it? All right, kids. I'm just gonna blend, like, really kind of smoke, like, I'll smoke it out underneath in a minute. Right now, I'm just building. And that way it will look way really beautiful and blended. Oh, I like that. I'm digging it. Now, who's all grunge fans? Like, I love grunge music. Like, oh my god. Who's fans? Who's fan? I'm trying to think of something to talk about that kind of goes with Gloom and stuff, but you know, I don't want to be like super depressing and talk about like gloomy stuff or depressing stuff. Like, that would just be, you know, I mean, everybody gets depressed and everything and has problems, but you know, I just like to be more upbeat. I do have bad days, you know, everybody does, but I just try not to like focus on it, I think. Plus, you know, oh, this is gonna get deep, but my youngest son, he has depression and anxiety really bad. And so I think that's part, like, I don't know. I just, it's so hard having a kid that is depressed like that. And, it's really hard. And it's really hard for me to talk about it. So we're not going to talk about it. And trying to think what I want to do next, like what color, because I also want to go in with a cream and kind of just really smoke it out. Look that I kind of, not that it has to be exactly, but it's more of a halo, so it's darker in the corner. I usually keep my, like, because it opens your eye more, but not everybody does it. But I think it's supposed to be like way more, it makes it look more smokier. Oh yeah. I love where this is going. I'm gonna do, like, smoke it out in my under eye, finish up this eye, and then do this eye, and I'll be back to kind of, so we can finish up the look, like do lipstick and everything. Okay, I will be back. Okay, so my eyes are done. I love them. I love them. I kind of wish I had somewhere to go tonight because it looks really cute. Okay, I'm going to put a little blush on, but I don't want to overdo it since it's supposed to look kind of gloomy. And, I don't think the blush would be as poppin'. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you? In the comments, tell me if you think that's correct. I mean, because look at, like, like gothic makeup or grunge. They don't really do a lot of, like, But I do like me some blush. Like, I feel like I have a hair in my eye. Like, just as, like, those little baby hairs. So annoying. I am gonna put a little boop on the nose. Probably too much blush, but that's okay. We'll work with it. Yes, I like it. Love. Okay. Now some lip. I cannot talk while I'm doing this. I like to fill in a little bit with my lip liner. And, mush it together. Is that? Okay, I had a lipstick. Yeah, okay. I was gonna get mad if I already lost it. I'm sure this doesn't come on camera, like, but this is like the e.l.f. Like, can you see the glitter on that? Like, probably see like that. Oh, it's so pretty. I wish you could see it like glittery more, you know? It's just really pretty color. Alright. Let's highlight. Woo! Oh my gosh, who's watched the new Happy Gilmore? Have you watched the Happy Gilmore 2? Did you watch it? Did you? It wasn't bad. Like, obviously, not as good as the first. And they kind of stayed true, you know, with the whole, you know, Happy Gilmore's, you know, humor. They even show people that have like all the people that was in the first that passed. They kind of like even Bob Barker. That was kind of the price is wrong, bitch. That is the best line. I mean, that has nothing to do with this month, but you know, whatever. All right, let me set it, and then we are good to go. All right, all right. This is the finished look. And like I said, this is the collab. And so you have to go check out everybody's videos in the collab because they are awesome. And I can't wait to see what they did. Like, it's kind of exciting, you know? But anyway, this is my look with the word Gloom. Anyway, I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Okay, I don't know if you got the ending, but this is the finished look. My camera, like the battery went out and now I'm just holding the camera. But anyway, so if it's wobbly, I'm so sorry. But this is the finished look, and that was the word for Gloom. And also, check out everybody in the collab. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that notification bell and give me a thumbs up. That's deeply appreciated. And have a wonderful night. I will see you next time. Bye.